Welcome to Travel with Danny and MJ.
I'm Mary Jane.
And I'm Danny. We're traveling the world with just carry-ons and a backpack each.
Heading to Liverpool. Like nice, I don't know, 30 hours here in London, and now Liverpool to see Beatles stuff and Liverpool Football Club.
Welcome on board Northampton West Coast service to Liverpool Line Street.
We're in Liverpool Line Street Station. Heading into the town. Should be fun. So we're staying in the Doubletree in Liverpool. Nice king room. Let's see if we see anything good from the window. Yeah, it's all right. Nothing spectacular, but it's quite all right. How do you like it?
Very nice.
Nice big bathroom, full tub, shower, the throne. Big TV, a desk, and full closet, little refrigerator, iron, safe, everything. But this is an unexpected sighting. Hooters in Liverpool. Don't think we're going, just unexpected.
We're not going.
Mary Jane says no, we're not going. Strolling through Liverpool. Heading to the Beatles experience. Reach the waterfront, the Royal Albert Docks, and all of the very touristy things to see here, which we're excited to see because we're tourists. More Albert Docks. Pretty place to hang out. And the Beatles experience. Check it out. One of these cool little audio guides to take us through. Along the Merseyside, so the Mersey River here. Kinds of interesting statues here to see. The art exhibit. These globes, reflective globes, floating in the water here, right outside of the Museum of Liverpool. Taking a stroll, we're going to do a kind of self-guided Beatles Liverpool pub tour. We're on our way. Walking on Bold Street, which is a open pedestrian street with shops and restaurants, and it's quite busy with the people here we're here on a Friday night. So the first stop on the pub tour is the Philharmonic Dining Room, and we're going to go in and we'll share a little more about it from the inside. And this is the Philharmonic, which is supposed to be one of the places John Lennon drank. This is the men's room in the Philharmonic Dining Rooms, which is a type 1 listed room. The rest of the bar is type 2. But this place, because of all of the tile work, and apparently the marble of the urinals.
So we just spent some time in the Philharmonic Club, and it's across the street from the original Philharmonic. That's where it got its name. It was built in 1898, and the owner wanted it to be the cathedral of all pubs or public houses, and that word got shortened to pub. And the front is Baroque architecture, and then there's all kinds of beautiful wood carvings and engravings and etched glass inside. And it's beautiful, and we had a drink, and now we're moving on.
And this was a place where John Lennon went famously to drink with his friends. And he supposedly has said, the worst thing about being famous is I can't have a pint at the Phil anymore. The next stop on the tour is Ye Crack, which is another famous bar where John Lennon and his friends went during university.
So we're outside Ye Crack pub, and it is said that John Lennon came here with Cynthia Powell, who became his first wife, and some friends, and they heard some terrible poetry reading, and then they decided they wanted to put Liverpool on the map, and they created the Dissenters, who a band that never even played a note, and this was a frequent pub of theirs.
Right. And we think they succeeded in putting Liverpool on the map. So in the Ye Crack, this little kind of booth room is called the War Room, and war veterans would come and tell stories, and it's a type 2 listed place. This is the Jacaranda, which is was a watch store in 1958 and was bought by Alan Williams, who John Lennon and his friend Stuart Sutcliffe begged for him to let them play here. He agreed to let them play at the places he owned as pubs and clubs if they would do jobs for him. So they painted the ladies' restrooms here, and then he let them play in the pub. He's also famously the person who gave up the Beatles. He could have been their manager and passed on the Beatles and watched them become the most successful music band in history. Right, we're entering the Cavern Quarter, the famous Cavern Bar. That's where we're going to end up at the end of this crawl, but this is right off. This is the White Star, where famously the Beatles' original manager would pay them in the back, and it's also where Brian Epstein planned their U.S. tour. So we're in the White Star, which, as I mentioned before, was famously where their original manager would pay the bands that they employed in the back room. So we're in the front room right now, and also this is where Brian Epstein worked with the band to plan the trip, the famous Beatles tour of the U.S. This is the Grapes, which is the bar when the Beatles were playing at the Cavern. The Cavern couldn't serve liquor, alcohol, so the Beatles who were of age to drink would come here before they played, and they would strategically sit by the ladies' room and watch the women go in and out and get ready for the evening. And they would sit there because the door would open and they might get a shot of women in different levels of undress. And that's one of the stories we learned today. So this is the Cavern Club where the Beatles famously played. We couldn't get in tonight, but we're going to go to the Cavern Pub, which is just across the road, which is part of it. But it is the famous place where the Beatles started. Looking out in the morning on the Royal Albert Docks. Coming to our magical mystery tour, bus tour. Ready, lady?
Ready.
We're at the Pennyland here in Liverpool. So people getting pictures with the sign from our bus tour. So we're on the street where George Harrison was born and grew up. Number 12. In Strawberry Field. The song says Strawberry Fields, but the real name of the place is Strawberry Field. This was the childhood home of Paul McCartney. His parents Mary and Jim, and his brother Mike. And, his mother Mary died when he was very young of breast cancer, and he had that in common with John Lennon, whose mother was killed by a car, hit her in the street. So they had that connection all their lives of losing their mothers in their teenage years. So now we're in the Cavern Club. We couldn't get in last night, but after the bus tour, you got a free entrance into it. And this is where the Beatles played This is where the Beatles played over 200 times, almost 300 times, I think. All kinds of everything Beatles, right? Pictures of them. We just saw one band, and now you come in the back and there's a different part of the place. We're early in the day, so it's not very crowded right now. Early in the day, it's not very crowded right now. This is the place. All kinds of memorabilia on the walls, in these cabinets.
So welcome down to the Cavern. I don't know if any of you have experienced a Beatles tour yet whilst in Liverpool. Has anyone been on a Beatles tour? A few people, okay. I do recommend if you get a chance to go on one. a visit to all the famous Beatles locations.
We're headed to the football game in Liverpool. We've had quite an experience trying to get there. We're 3 full buses and then we walked for 10 minutes. And now we're finally on a bus.
3 shuttle buses that were full, now we're on a bus.
Finally. Alright, we're off the bus. And there it is. Anfield Stadium. Heading for the game. Quite a along with thousands of other people walking through the streets here. We're in Anfield, into our seats. Hello. So Liverpool is playing Brighton Hove Albion tonight, and so Liverpool's in second coming into the game, and Brighton is in 6th out of I guess 20 teams in the league.
Number 4, the captain, Virgil van Dijk. Number 10, Alexis McAllister. 18, Cody Gakpo. Number 9, Darwin Núñez. And number 11 is Mo Salah.
The game is not going as we anticipated.
We're losing 1-0.
1-0.
Nil.
As we're in English. But we're gonna make a big comeback in the second half.
And we're gonna do it.
Back out for the second half.
Where's Ted Lasso?
We tied it up. Liverpool, Mo Salah! Taking the balls anywhere. Liverpool won in a comeback fashion, 2-1. Very exciting. We had a great time coming to Anfield and getting to experience English football.
Taking the bus from Liverpool to our flight in Manchester. Okay, we're staying in the Crown Plaza at Manchester Airport before we fly back to Dublin tonight. Pretty standard king bed room. It's dark out, so there's not much to see. Just kind of like it overlooks basically the parking lot of the hotel. Desk. We did get club access, so we got a few snacks and drinks. A couple of chairs. Everything we. Room also has a fridge and a safe. And a closet. We have a robe in the closet. Bathroom. Bathtub and shower. Sink. With, shampoos and soaps and all that. All we need.